With Valentine's Day just right around the corner, why not impress your significant other with something more than just a box of chocolate? I have a dish here that we use at Frontier Catering that I'm going to show you how to prepare to really amp up your cooking skills. We're going to start off with a Chateau of Tenderloin of beef. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a nice crust of salt, and this is fresh ground sea salt, and fresh cracked black pepper. And this will give us a nice crust. We're also going to do the other side real quickly as well. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take some extra virgin olive oil. You can use canola oil if you wish. And I have a very, very hot pan here. So we're just going to add a little bit of olive oil on here. We're going to get this nice and hot. That's okay if it's smoking. That's what we want. And what we're going to do is you can hear the sear. And we're just going to sear the outsides of both sides and then finish it in the oven. Now that our tenderloin's roasting happily in the oven, we're going to make our sauce. Now watch how easy this is. First we're going to take a very, very hot pan. We're going to add some extra virgin olive oil, probably enough to just coat the bottom of the pan. A couple little turns around the pan is all you really need. Okay. And to that we're going to add our pancetta. Now pancetta, as you know, is basically Italian bacon that's not smoked. And what it does is it gives you a really, really nice flavor. To that, we're going to take some finely chopped white onions, okay, and we're going to saute those. And again, just a couple spins around the pan is really all you need to do. To that, we're going to add some fresh garlic. This is just some fresh chopped garlic, and you want to put that in at this particular stage rather than before because you don't want to burn the garlic. Once you burn the garlic, it turns very, very bitter, and you'll ruin the dish. So just put a little garlic in there. It's got a little pad. And to that, we're going to add some, this is a commercial grade. You can use regular bouillon if you wish, but this is just a chicken base. Okay, we're going to just add that, swirl it around. To that, we're going to add some fresh Genovese pesto. And the Genovese pesto is the pesto without the pine nuts. Now, if you like the ones with the pine nuts, you can use them. Because of the fact I'm in the catering business and we deal with so many different kinds of people with so many different dietary restrictions and so many different allergies today, we opted not to put the pine nuts in the pesto. This is a homemade basil pesto. To that, we're going to add some white wine. And what that's going to do is it's going to pick up all of the what that's called fond, F-O-N-D, which French translates to bottom. That's where all the concentration of the food sources are. So what you want to do is you want to get that, it releases it from the bottom of the pan, and quite honestly, that's where the highest concentration of your flavors are. So you can see now my pan is just about clean, just like it was when we started. Now we're just going to reduce that for just a little minute or two, and that eliminates any of the alcohol that's in it. To that, we're going to take a couple of fresh squeezed lemons. Now if you prefer to use lemon juice, you can certainly do that. I like to use a little fresh squeezed lemon. Adds a little elegance to the dish, I believe. And to that, we're going to take some julienne sliced sun-dried tomatoes. Now, these are the ones that are not in the oil. We don't want to have any additional flavor added to it. And, of course, to that, we took a roasted red pepper. You can use yellow, but not green because it's a little bit bitter. This has a natural sweetness to it. It's roasted, cooled, julienned, and then diced into small chunks, and we're going to add that to the mix. We're going to give that a nice quick stir. All the flavors are nice and blended. Okay, to that, we're going to hit it with a little fresh ground black pepper. And you can do this to taste. There really is no proportion to it. It's however you like it. If you don't like black pepper in it, you don't have to put it in. But you don't need to put any salt in it, any additional salt, because that comes out of the chicken base that we used. And then to finish the dish, we're going to take a reduction of heavy cream. Now what this is basically just butter and cream reduced. You can just put it in there. I happen to like it reduced. Adds a little thickening to it. And again, the beauty of this dish is you can make it days and weeks ahead of time. You can freeze it. You can thaw it out. It comes out absolutely perfect. And all you want to do at this point now is just blend all of the ingredients together. And your sauce is made. That's it. Pretty simple. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take some fresh butter and we're going to saute it. And to that we're going to add our shrimp. just going to use about, I'm cooking for 2, so I'm going to use about 8 pieces, 4 per person, which is going to be plenty. Once it turns pink, you'll flip it over, cook it for a couple of seconds on the other side, and you're ready to go. For this Valentine's Day, score some big points. Instead of doing the traditional flowers and candy, make this lovely, lovely dish. You can do the flowers and the candy too, and maybe even the big ring. And when you do that, that's when you call me, and I'll make this dish for all of your guests on your wedding day. So come dine with me, Western New York.